Today, we're talking about something huge, a technology that isn't just tweaking how we learn. No, it's kicking off a full-blown education revolution.
I mean, think about it for a second. It's a question a lot of us have probably asked ourselves, right? We've got AI in our pockets, cars that can practically drive themselves. So why on earth do our schools still feel like they're stuck in a time warp?
Well, the answer, believe it or not, starts with this one big idea. The school as a factory. Yeah, you heard that right. This whole model, it was born way back in the Industrial Revolution, and it was designed for a very, very specific reason. And once you start looking at school through that lens as a factory, you just can't unsee it. The parallels are absolutely everywhere. Uniforms? They're basically worker outfits. Those bells ringing all day? They're just signaling the start and end of a shift. Students sitting in neat little rows? That's all about compliance. And those big standardized exams? What are they really? They're the final quality control check on the assembly line.
And right there, that's the core of the problem. This whole system, it was never, ever designed to create unique, creative individuals. Nope, it was built for one thing: standardization. Its job was to pump out a predictable workforce for a world that was, well, predictable.
But here's the thing. This factory model isn't just a little outdated. It's actually causing a full-blown crisis. And this isn't some abstract problem. It has a real human cost for students and for their teachers. This quote really just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? We look at every kid and say, be yourself, be unique, and then we immediately push them all through the exact same cookie cutter. It's got to be such a confusing message for any kid trying to figure out who they are.
And you can see the results of this contradiction everywhere. You've got students who are just completely bored and checked out because the system doesn't connect with them. You've got amazing, passionate teachers burning out because they're stuck trying to make a one-size-fits-all system work for everyone. And maybe biggest of all, you get this huge, gaping hole between what kids learn in school and the skills they actually need to survive in the real world.
I mean, this just drives that skills gap point home, right? How many of us have said something like this? The old factory model was all about memorizing facts and dates. And in the process, it just forgot to teach the really important stuff, like how to manage your money or how to think critically. You know, the actual tools we all need to get by in today's world.
Okay, but what if we could just smash that model to pieces? Because this is where our story takes a really dramatic turn. There's a new technology on the scene, and it's not here to just put a new coat of paint on the factory. It's here to tear the whole thing down.
Wow, what a powerful way to put it. This isn't about small changes anymore, is it? This is a clean break from the past. The age of assembly line education, it's officially over.
So if the factory is closed, what comes next? Well, meet the AI tutor. The concept is actually really simple, but it's totally revolutionary. Imagine having your own personal guide, totally dedicated to just one student, you. It never gets tired, it never gets frustrated, and its only mission is to make sure you actually get it. So, what would this actually feel like for a student? Let's be clear, this is way more than just a new gadget or some fancy software. We're talking about a completely different way to learn. It's an experience that's built from the ground up just for you.
And the benefits are, honestly, a total game changer. You could fly through the stuff you find easy, or you could spend like 3 hours on one tricky math problem without feeling rushed or like you're holding up the class. The tutor is just there, 24/7. And that right there is what makes learning genuinely fair. It finally breaks that link between how fast you learn and the pace of 30 other kids in the room.
But this is bigger than just helping individual students. The AI tutor has the potential to completely reshape the entire education system. It's about creating a whole new playground for learning.
Okay, so a big question comes up here. Does this make teachers obsolete? The answer is a huge no. Actually, it's the opposite. This revolution makes their job even more important. By letting the AI handle the boring stuff, the information delivery, teachers are finally free to do what humans do best. They can be mentors, they can spark curiosity, and they can give that crucial one-on-one support. They get to stop being lecturers and start being guides.
And this could be the most incredible part of this whole thing. AI could be the great equalizer we've always talked about. Suddenly, all you need is an internet connection. A kid in a tiny, remote village can get the exact same quality of personalized teaching as a kid in a rich city. It truly democratizes opportunity on a global scale.
When you boil it all down, it's really about this massive shift in how learning feels. For way too many kids, that old factory model felt like a prison.
didn't it? It was rigid, it was boring, it was confining. What AI promises is to transform that prison into a playground, a place where you can actually explore, be curious, and have fun learning.
So when you add it all up, you've got the end of the factory model, you have personal tutors for every single person, you have teachers who are empowered to be mentors, and you have the potential for true global equality in education. It is absolutely not an exaggeration to say this is the biggest education revolution ever.
Look, this isn't some far-off science fiction dream anymore. The tech is here, right now. The factory is closed for good. The playground is open. So the real question, the final question, isn't about the AI at all. It's about us. Are we ready to walk through those gates and start playing?